Niners, Chargers, Super Bowl 20, or sorry, not 20, Super Bowl 29 rematch. Super Bowl 20, we had the Patriots with the upset, and Super Bowl 10, we had the Steelers hold it down at home. Well, not at home, but they held it down. They were the home team, but they held it down. No history rewritten there. So Super Bowl 29, here we go.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bolts and the 49ers. All that and more coming up next. We are
first chance of the... Didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Years of Super Bowls have led us here. More history to be written tonight as we get underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Rivers. Shoves him aside. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now Rivers. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. they've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
You almost feel privileged, partner, every time you get to see him run out in the field to start a game, because every game, every snap, you and I both know he has potential to do something special. And that inspires his teammates as well. They know how incredible he is. They want to give max effort as well.
First down, Young. Open man is Jerron Jennings. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 4 yards the pickup, first down. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. It's a close game here early on. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. 3rd and 3. Throwing, Young. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He connected on all 5 of his throws on that opening drive and finished it with a touchdown pass as they begin here 1st and 10. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
2nd down and 8. Again, it's Tomlinson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
A reminder coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd down, Rivers. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It's Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
A give up the middle to Tomlinson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Young to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people. That's a good point because they virtually have nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw, Young. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now 3rd down and 7. Here is Young. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what, 3rd down, all you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
First man through, it's the fullback use check. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Young running the option left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. From the gun, Rivers. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Rivers. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. It's Super Bowl 58. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only 1 quarter left here in Super Bowl 60 as we get set to begin the 4th. This is 2nd and 8. Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a
touchdown, Chargers! Austin Eckler, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, I mean, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You're talking about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the fourth. A pivotal moment in this football game. A first down throw for Young. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Young from the shotgun. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Open man is Samuel, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Young. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Young. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Young. This is Jennings. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Young. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here. Young to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So what a Super Bowl this has been. All tied in the final minute as it kicks away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Down the left sideline, inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and
I saw that one play on the football. LT, boy, that's my dog. That's my real dog, my favorite Charger. LT with the tutty. Oh my God, that felt good to watch. LT with a huge run in the Chargers upset. 15 seconds left.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Young. Got a man. That's Ayuk. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
One last play for the Niners.
Here's first down.
Young in the gun. Can the Chargers do it? Up by 7, 6 seconds to go.
Now Young. This
Where's Jerry Rice when you need him? There he is. Nothing.
Incomplete, so no miracles here.
Chargers win. Chargers moving on. We're moving on to Super Bowl 30. Cowboys, Steelers rematch again, actually.
And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put
Look at LT, bro. I'm so proud. LT with the big run, doing LT things. 2006 MVP. Hey, yeah, pick him up. Pick him up just like 2006. Stop playing.
You see the guys sharing the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
.24 left in LaDainian Tomlinson, bro. LT himself, bro, does it, bro. Puts the team on his back, bro. As he should, though. That's our guy, bro. That's why he's the GOAT for us, bro. That's why he's our GOAT.